Nakadungog mo sa maayong balita, no? Aduna tay bagong Santo Papa, kanindot anak yun ay. And in this video, I want to very simply go through 5 reasons why I think we all should be so excited that this man is our new Holy Father. I'd like to just look at him for who he is, right? I know that a lot of the media in these coming days, in these coming months, and actually they've already started, will surely say a lot of things like, oh, is he like Pope Francis? Is he going to continue the reforms of Pope Francis? Is he not? Is he conservative? All this kind of stuff. And well, if you're a little bit sick of that, this video is for you, because I'm just going to look at this new Pope and say, wow, he's really great. He's got these 5 things, which I think makes him, a great new leader for the church. But before we start, just wanted to say my name is Father Sam. I'm a brother of St. John. I live here in Cebu City in the Philippines. I've lived here for a total of 6 years now. And I am so happy that you're watching this video, that you're on my YouTube channel. I would like to invite you to subscribe for more videos where I try to, just make videos about the faith, especially for youth, but not only for youth. So hit that subscribe button and share this with your friends. Okay, so the first reason, this doesn't mean that it's the most important, it's just the first on my list, why I think we should be so excited to have Pope Leo XIV as our new Pope is because he's American. Oh my gosh, that's so much fun. I'm an American, for those of you who don't know, but it's not necessarily the fact that he was born in America, born in Chicago, by the way, which is not so far from where I grew up, but it's the fact that he speaks English, that he not only speaks English, but that it's his native language. I'm sure many of you saw that little clip of his first homily, and he said, I'm going to start by saying a few words in English. And I just kept watching that clip over and over and over again. I was just like, this is so wild. A pope who's speaking English almost and kind of sounds like my neighbor. He really sounds, he is American, right? But I just think that that's very powerful for us English speakers to have someone whose native language is English. In John chapter 10, we hear that, Jesus is saying that the sheep will recognize the voice of the shepherd. And we can recognize the voice of Jesus in any of the popes, but just, that emotional reality of having a pope who speaks in our native language, so cool. The second reason why I'm very excited to have this man as our new Holy Father is he is very sensitive to the question of evangelization. In fact, he was part of the Synod on evangelization back in, I think it was 2012. And what's really cool, this makes me super excited, is that he gave a speech or an intervention actually during that synod, which was about evangelization using mass media, using the modern means of communication, which is basically my job. So I am so excited for this man to be our Holy Father. I'm so excited also for what he's going to say about the church being present in the modern world with things like artificial intelligence, with social media. And he even said himself that that's one of the reasons why he chose the name Leo. Because, Pope Leo XIII was someone who worked very hard to make sure that the church can be present in the modern world, which back then meant the Industrial Revolution. But for now, this means modernization in the sense of the digital world, right? The third reason is because this man is a missionary through and through. The fact that he didn't say a single word of English during his opening address when he was on the balcony, I think gave off a very strong message, which was necessary, that he is a pope for the universal church. He spent many, many years as a missionary in Peru, right? He was a priest with the Augustinians serving the poor, and he was even a bishop to a diocese in Peru. How beautiful is that, to have someone from a Western country, right? Someone who was born and raised in America, who went to school in America, but who kind of had the experience of giving his life to the church in a missionary country. This man, it goes without saying, has a heart for the poor, right? And that is, I think, a beautiful quality to have in a pope. The fourth reason why I think we should be very excited to have this man as our new pope is because he is a religious. Well, I'm a religious too, so I guess I'm a bit biased. But he was, I guess, a member of the Order of the Augustinians, right? So what I love about this is we see in our Holy Father someone who, first of all, not only gave his life to evangelize, gave his life as a missionary, but even before he was sent to Peru, he had this desire in his heart to give his entire life to God through religious life, which is very powerful because you know that as religious, and this is true for most religious orders, especially in my own religious order, the Brothers of St. John, is that when you enter religious life, it's not first of all to become a priest. Yes, I mean, I wanted to become a priest, but the most important thing when you enter a religious order is that you want to give your life to God. And that's it. You want to live like Jesus. You want to live of poverty, chastity, and obedience. You want to live those vows. And so I'm sure that what Pope Leo XIV will bring to his papacy because of that is a very deep spirituality. We have a pope who is deeply rooted in the spiritual tradition of St. Augustine, which is very powerful, very, very strong, and we should be excited for that. We should be excited to see what he's going to have to say about spirituality, about living like Jesus, living for Jesus. Now, here's the fifth reason, and this is probably the most important. I think we should be so excited to have this man as our new Holy Father simply because God's promise is being fulfilled through him, right? God is giving us a successor to St. Peter. God is faithful to his church through this ministry of this man. I saw a post a couple days ago that really, really struck me, and it said that in the line of the successors of St. Peter, we now have a kid from Chicago. I was like, wow, that is so powerful. That like God's promise to take care of his church, God's promise that this church will never fail, is being made through this man. How cool is that? This kid from Chicago, this kid who grew up not very far away from me. And what this is showing me is that, so not only is God, yes, God is good, God watches over us, God is present to his church, but that God is so close to us. And that the way that he looks at each one of us, the way he looks at me, the way he looks at you, is that you also in your life are going to be a way where, for many people, God's promises will be fulfilled. If you live close to Jesus, that's what's going to happen in your life. You also will become an instrument of God. Maybe you won't be the next pope. No, that's probably not going to happen. But the Lord will use you, just like he used this man. I hope this helps you appreciate our new Holy Father, Pope Leo XIV. If you have any questions or comments, please put them in the comments section. I'd be so happy to hear from you. But just thank you so much for watching this video, and I can't wait to see you again soon. God bless you all. Bye-bye.